All right, and we're live. What's up? What's happening? You guys back out here at it again. Wasn't able to finish out all 5 reasons. I think we got to like reason number 2, and that was about it. So we'll go ahead and get to reason number 3. Listen, ladies, playing hard to get is going to get you cooked in 2025 and beyond. What's going on? What's happening? Grand Rising, good evening, good night, good afternoon, whatever time it is and time zone you're checking this out in whatever country you're from. You guys go ahead and hit that like button. As you can hear, there's going to be fireworks going off. I promise you, I have been outside walking back and forth for 20 minutes without any cars driving by. As soon as you go live, man, I don't like that neighbor. I don't like any of my male neighbors, most of them that have wives, because their wives be checking me out. So any chance they get to try to show off. But, ladies, understand something. I see on TikTok and somewhat on Facebook and definitely on IG. And whenever I find time on Snapchat, because some of y'all will go find me on Snapchat. But here's my thing, okay? You can't play hard to get. Like, I know y'all like the cat and mouse, but hang on. It's, all right. Had it on unlisted. I knew it was strange when I seen them popping up in here. But like I was saying, ladies, number 3 on this, 5 reasons sexually attractive men have women, hot women obsessing. Um, you can't play this hard to get cat and mouse. It's just not going to work out for you. Understand something. Right now, men are moving on. They're doing what we have to do. And the last thing that we're doing is focusing on like chasing women. Now, I know y'all don't seem to take it as serious as you probably should, but good men are not chasing women, period. Like, you can try your luck. You can play hard to get. It's not going to work out. You can do the cat and mouse. It's not going to work out. Now, here's my thing. And I don't know if any of you ladies from TikTok in my friends list. You guys bear with me. I just got through doing insanity. Took a quick shower right afterwards. Haven't caught my breath yet. Cold shower. Those that know. But yeah, ladies, listen. I'm not gonna go back and forth. I'm not gonna DM you. I'm not gonna be the one. I don't care the flirting you do. I don't care about none of that. Like, you're gonna have to straight up DM me and move on from there. Now, if you just want to just keep flirting back and forth, I'm cool with that too. I'm not in no hurry for anything. You guys know that my plans this year or whatever, and wrapping things up. Definitely before I even move, I'm going on vacation. So, I deserve that. Me and my son, mainly my son, deserves that vacation. But you guys know what I plan on doing. I don't plan on staying here. And what's going to make you sick is seeing when I go overseas how those women are going to acknowledge how attractive I am and they're going to approach because they don't want to miss out an opportunity with a great man that they actually find attractive, that looks good, that pulls on their primal, nature and feminine instinct, right? So you guys are out here, you ladies that are just playing hard to get, you're cat and mouse in it, and definitely the tag. You're playing that game of tag where you shoot me a message, I shoot you one back, and then you wait. Man, I'm telling you, like I know dating games. Like, you guys know that I made reaction videos. I studied the whole niche, the whole dating niche. I studied it inside and out. I've studied the content creators that you guys watch when it comes to dating niches, whether it be advocates for men, whether it be red pill men, whether it be women like Sheer Seven. and Kendra, whatever her name was, Cynthia, whatever. I don't know, Kendra, Cynthia. You know what I'm talking about, right? You got to smash that like button. I've studied all of them. So I know dating strategies. And on top of knowing dating strategies, right, I know the temperament of what's going on right now because I'm one of the leaders in this. Y'all be thinking that people don't watch me. Yes, they do. I have multiple platforms. I have multiple YouTube channels. I have Instagram, Facebook, two TikToks, right? And people find me. I got brand new YouTube channels. They find me over there. They find me. People watch me. And I'm telling you, the YBs out there, the young bucks, y'all got y'all YNs. I know you ladies love your YNs. Of course you would. You love degenerates. But the YBs out there, the young bucks that pay attention, that be checking in my comment section, right? I got to make sure I shout those out because I've been, um, really going hard towards the Gen Z. But as I've been on TikTok, I've realized there's a lot of Gen Z dudes that got their head on right, man, without making the mistake of having a kid or whatever, like us older generation people have. So they're just moving in silence like they're supposed to. So salute to y'all. Keep doing it. If people don't know what you're doing and everybody assumes that you're all YBs, that means you're doing it right. You're moving in silence. They ain't gonna see you coming. They ain't gonna see you coming. You know what I mean? Y'all had me fooled too. I didn't know you Negroes were out there until I started getting on TikTok. I'm like, oh, y'all over here on TikTok, man. You know what I'm saying? And they got the game. They be spitting that game, and they don't give a damn. They don't give a damn. They be saying that stuff just like me, man. You know what I'm saying? So if you can't trick the YBs, you can get a YN, but you guys understand that YNs are just the same thing as those Pookie niggas. Them leftover. They're just a younger generation of them, and I think the older generations of them could read a little bit. These can't. So y'all keep enjoying your YNs, but the YBs out here are moving in silence and putting themselves in position to get the best women out there. So you're ending up with leftover younger males, YNs. The YBs aren't paying you no attention. They're moving in silence. You can't get a hold to them. Posting their content, doing the same thing that we're doing. And most to all older men are like, nah, we done. Nah, we done been through it. A lot of us done tested out everything that y'all talk about. And again, I'm not talking about all women because there are some diamonds in the rough. But for the most part, a lot of us older guys have been with a single mother. Some of us, like myself, married a single mother. Don't talk to me about, oh, you don't, no, 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 no. 9 years of trying to make that work. I don't want to hear it, man. I don't want to hear it. You ain't never going to be that kid's father or father figure. You don't know what those two are talking about behind closed doors about, how she's probably telling him not to get too close to you. You or she, if you have a daughter, they have a daughter or whatever. So it's just a waste of time. And honestly, I believe single mothers always have strategies like exit strategies, guys that they have, orbiting around. So if it doesn't work out, and it's not all, but a lot of these single mothers are just trying to get what they can get. And then if they're not single mothers at our age, then you have to start worrying about how many babies did she get deleted, right? Like, just because you don't have any kids don't mean you were never pregnant. And then there's a trauma that comes along with that because as quiet as it's kept, we need to talk about these women that are deleting these babies and have the trauma that lays on them because we don't know how it feels. Well, a lot of people, unless you're in the army or the military and you've been overseas and had to take a life, but most people don't know how it feels to take a life and how you feel afterwards because you got to like lay in your room at night and hope that those demons don't creep in about or from the kids that you took out of this realm before they had a chance to even get started, right? You don't There's trauma, bro. Man, listen, if veterans like myself go through certain things from things that they had to do overseas, women taking a child out of this realm that they helped make is going to leave scars, major scars. So we're thinking about a lot of stuff out here. The STD rates are sky high. So what I like to do is, listen, man, I think that we need to use TikTok. I know it gets a lot of flack, but as much as they talk about it, that's kind of like where the newest energy is at, and it's a good mix of young and older people, and I think it's a good avenue for women to slide into a man's DM because, I mean, if the guy says you hit him up on TikTok, like it's not Instagram. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so, you know what I mean? Like, ladies, like it's TikTok. Don't take TikTok too serious. I don't care how big of a following you have over there or someone else does. It means absolutely nothing. If you know the history of TikTok, then you know in the beginning when they were building up the platform, everybody was going viral. If you got on there at the beginning, you probably got a bunch, 100, couple thousand. If you got on there around the time I did, you probably got up to about, 30, 60, maybe 100K. I wasn't putting real effort into it. But if you got on there recently, you are working hard to build because they've switched those servers over. It is not the same as it was. Trust me, I'm posting content. I know. I look at the analytics. It's completely different type of servers. They're looking for different kind of content. And personally, I believe they kind of blackballing people that were on there prior to that server switch over. But it's neither here nor there. TikTok is not that serious. You can shoot a DM, man. Like, what's the problem here? Most everybody's on there where they're posting nonsense, funny stuff, reposting their content that they're putting up on other platforms. They're on there. So we got to have an avenue where we can all kind of, and y'all be watching dudes like me on there anyway. Let's be real. If I get off my live stream and it says I have over 200 people that was in there when I worked out for only 12 minutes, right? And I only had a couple women say something. Who do you think those people were? Come on, man. Like, just drop the facade. Playing hard to get is over. Gotta smash that like button. I'm about to get off of here, but really quickly before I go, how long do you think that attractive men are going to even have the time to entertain you? Think about it. The price is going up. Attractive men and men in general are holding the line. You guys remember, hold the line, right? We're holding the line, so y'all are just out here kind of like watching the landscape, trying to see, okay, what's the next move? Well, if you wait too late, all the goons are going to be taken or gone overseas, and you're not going to have nothing but a bunch of raggedy pookies and YNs left over anyway. You have nothing to lose by trying a new approach. Something that's maybe a little bit more out of your comfort zone. But let me tell you something. Women approaching men has been something that's been going on for quite some time. It just depends on the level of man that you feel like you're trying to approach. My mom approached my dad, and I always think about how the fact that my mom was a saint, my mom was beautiful. You see my face? You know what I'm saying? So if she can do it, you can do it. I don't know who you think you are, but if Margaret can do it, I know your ass can. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not my dad's son. I'm not chasing down women. He didn't chase down women. Now, mind you, he was like 6'2", hippie, and foreman, construction worker, foreman, or whatever. But still, I'm a, you know what I'm saying, father's son. Yeah. And ideology and everything. So I'm not approaching you. And what you're having to deal with is something that y'all make fun of men about: pride and ego. You know that it's the safest bet for women to approach men with the landscape being the way it is, with allegations, charges. Women can change their mind after the night was over if they feel any shame about whatever, right? So if you know that it's safest for the man that you find attractive for you to approach, that'll get rid of any kind of, incriminating possible accusations and charges. Why wouldn't you want to participate? Why wouldn't you want, I'm saying, his safety and his comfortability to be at the top of your list of things, that you're trying to show him that you are going to appreciate and respect? Don't get it, don't understand. You know what I'm saying? So again, get out of your egos. um I think this could be something that, attractive women, I'm talking about traditionally, women that have been attractive most all their life. Y'all know who I'm talking about. The sevens, eights, nines, and tens. The actual pretty women, not the women that need filters and makeup. If y'all were to snatch up these guys before these medium ugly and ugly women do, then you'd be leading the way. You would be starting a trend, and they'd follow suit because you're a pretty woman, and women are going to follow what pretty women do. They follow herd mentality anyway. So, just go ahead and give it a little bit of thought. But it's going to get more and more rare to even see a attractive man out in the wild. It's gonna get very rare. You're gonna be just seeing a bunch of just, pandering um, player dudes that are what y'all call medium ugly and below, that are working too hard based off their insecurities to try to bag women. You're not going to even be able to catch us out in public. We're getting our routines down to where we're doing most everything at night. We're seeing that y'all are trying to catch us out and about, so we're doing things early. We're doing things to go around you while you're trying to figure out where we're going to be at. That's why it's never going to work, as you keep posting online that you're looking for us in these different department stores. We know you're too lazy to get up and go to those stores when they first open. Knock it out the way and be out of there. You know what I'm saying? Go grocery shopping early. Knock it out and be out of there before y'all could catch us. All I'm saying is this: stop relying on guys getting desperate or whatever. It's not going to happen. We're not going to break. We're not going to fold. We mean what we say. We're not going to, oh man, I need some coochie. So, man, it's not that serious. So give it some thought. But you might want to approach men. Anyway, you guys, go ahead and smash that like button if you like, and subscribe if you'd be so kind, and share the live stream. It'd be greatly appreciated. Just trying to chop it up with you guys. Some of you guys work late. Some of you guys are content creators trying to come up with ideas. And you're looking for inspiration for your ideas, not stealing ideas. So, some people have to be getting out here at nighttime, doing things a little bit differently. I will be going live on my other channel and dropping at least 2 reaction videos. So be looking for that on my Lone Wolf podcast channel. And if I have enough time, I'm gonna go live on the other channels, but I'm working on finishing up this AI video. So be on the lookout for that early in the AM or tomorrow afternoon. Or today is after 12, later on this evening on my AI channel. Who told you that? Anyway, y'all, appreciate y'all, love y'all, and make sure that you have the notification set for Lone Wolf Podcast. I will be going live on there later. I'm out.
In this game, you gotta have that dog in you.
Made in America.